Peace, everybody. Speed Science Boxing Academy. We back with another video. Alright, man. So, my guy, Jesse Hart, he calls out Caleb Plant after his knockout win over Jeyson Minda. Now, this is real good because Jesse Hart, he's one of those contenders who's been at the upper levels. He never actually won a title shot, but he's one of those guys that's real tough to beat. And I think if he stay focused, he actually will win a title shot this time around. Now, Jesse Hart, he had about a 2-year layoff before his return. Last time he fought was December the 11th, 2021, where he fought David Murray and knocked him out. And right after that fight, he took like a little hiatus, but he just made his return this year. I believe he signed with Al Heyman. Last time I checked, he got like some type of partnership with Al, something like that, he said in the interview. But he made his return in August 12th, where he knocked out Elio Geraldo Troch, and then he just knocked out Jeyson Minda December the 8th, like I just said. So right after the fight, he called out Caleb Plant. He said that he's ready for the top dogs at 168, that it's his time now, and he want to take on the big names. And he feels though Caleb Plant is one of those fighters who will be a start off for him to get him to the top echelon, people like David Benavidez and Canelo Alvarez. Now, Jesse Hart, his record is 30-3 with 24 KOs. His 3 losses only came to champions. He lost twice to Gilberto Ramirez, and he lost to Joe Smith Jr. after that. But those is only losses, and he never been knocked out. So he's a solid, tough opponent. He's 34 years old. He's an orthodox fighter. He stands at a height of 6'3", with a 77.5-inch arm reach. And of course, he's from Philadelphia, PA. He's actually from my gym. Fred Jenkins, he's one of his trainers. And I've trained alongside Jesse plenty of times. And I know that man is real tough, and he's a real skilled boxer. But on the other hand, we got Caleb Plant, whose record is 22-2 with 13 knockouts. And he got knocked out once when he fought Canelo Alvarez, and his second loss came to David Benavidez, where he lost on points. But he's a tough, solid opponent as well. He's 31 years old. He's an orthodox fighter as well, but he stands at a height of 6'1" with a 74-inch arm reach. So his reach is shorter than Jesse's, and his height is shorter than Jesse's. And when you think about the power ratio, it's lesser than Jesse's too, because Caleb Plant got a knockout ratio of 59.9%, whereas Jesse Hart got a knockout ratio of 80%. And when you look at that, that's a B in my book. Now, the only criticism I can really give Jesse is that there's times that he fell in love with his power and he started getting away from his boxing ability because guys just weren't able to stand up to his power. So he was just getting them out of there. But then when he got to the top echelon, when he took on people like Gilberto or Joe Smith Jr., he got away from his fundamentals and he was trying to knock him out pretty much, and it didn't work. But he still gave them tough fights, and I believe if he fought him again with the right mindset, going inside there boxing instead of just trying to knock him out, I think he'll actually beat him this time around. But Caleb Plant, he's no slouch either, because he's been in the ring with people like David Benavidez, Anthony Durrell, Canelo Alvarez, Caleb Trox. I remember when he even fought my man Tyrone Brunson back when he was still fighting at 160. That was a good 10-round bout. I believe Sugar Ray Leonard was calling the fight, and I believe it's still on YouTube. Y'all can watch that fight yourselves, but that's the fight that showed me that Caleb Plant is a real good boxer. Because if anyone knows Tyrone Brunson, like, he's known for just knocking people out, and he got a real good boxing IQ, and he come with that pressure. And Caleb Plant, he just boxed him for the whole 10 rounds, and he showed that he had a good, nice enough chin. So that's the fight that I actually really start following Caleb Plant. But Tyrone Brunson is no Jesse Hart. First of all, he's way shorter in stature and in arm reach, and I just think that Jesse Hart is a better fundamentally sound boxer than Tyrone Brunson. So I think that it will be a tough fight for Caleb. Not to mention that Jesse Hart would be the biggest person that Caleb will ever fought, because while David Benavidez stands at a height of 6'2", Jesse Hart stands at a height of 6'3", which in all reality, he really stands at a height of 6'4". Like, I've seen him side by side next to Brian Jennings, and he's taller than BY, and BY stands at a height of 6'3". So he's going to be towering over Caleb. Truth be told, I can actually see Jesse Hart knocking Caleb Plant out for real, especially if he boxing smart for the first half of the fight. I can see the pressure would get on to Caleb later on, like in the 7th or 8th round, and then I can actually see Jesse getting Caleb out of there, maybe like the 10th or 11th round. So that's the fight I want to see, because if they make that happen and he do stop Caleb Plant, then I think the next obvious fight will be Jesse Hart and David Benavidez. Like, that would be a bomb burner right there. But only time will tell. So we just gonna have to wait and see. But that's all I got for now, guys. Let me know what y'all think. Drop y'all comments down below. Make sure I hit the like, subscribe, and hit the bell. I'll see y'all the next one. Peace.